What's up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. Gotta talk to y'all about the importance of names. And y'all might be saying, what you mean, the importance of names? Like, so a name is a name. Whatever. No, a name is not a name. Names have power in them, just like words have power. A name should have a meaning to it. A name should have a significance to it and an attachment to the individual that describes them. Um, we have been brought down to a level where we operate on a daily basis. We go through our whole lives using names that are not reflective of us and carrying names that don't even belong to us. I'm gonna give you a few examples. Now, when black people were in slavery, of course, we were property. We were considered to be property. So, by being property, you are named after that which owns you. So, a lot of the names that we carry are the names of the individuals who owned us. So, even to this day, the last names that are attached to you are dated back to whatever plantation you belong to. And so you're Jackson, Johnson, Williams, whoever. Those were not the original names that you had before being enslaved. Those were not your names. These are facts. Now, fast forward down the line, even into the times of hip hop music, we come into the rap game, and the first thing we do as rappers, we give ourselves a name. We name ourselves, and a lot of times it's not intentional. We don't seek to participate in self hate. A lot of times we don't seek to suppress or hide or destroy our history. We just don't have the connection to it. We've been disconnected. So we will name ourselves after Italian mobsters. So your rap name has Capone in it. Your rap name has Gotti in it. Your rap name has Corleone in it. These are the things that we do because we have glorified these names and put a badge of honor, put a crown of honor around names that are connected to criminals, criminality in some cases. And even if it's not connected to criminals or criminality, it's still not connected to us and not connected to our lineage. And that's a problem. We try to minimize the importance of that and say, "Oh man, that's not a big deal." Well, I'll go into a scripture that bears witness to what I'm saying. And in Proverbs, and I ain't no preacher. I always got to say that when I start talking about some scripture. People are, oh, this guy must not. But I believe in the truth of the scriptures from the truths of the books that were revealed. So in Proverbs it says a good name is rather to be chosen than great riches, and loving favor rather than silver and gold. So the name is very important. When you think about the creator himself, the creator has many names that has many meanings, and he also has attributes. He has attributes, just a list of characteristics that apply to him and the things that make him up. So we should be striving for the same thing. If you look at some cultures, many cultures are very deliberate in what they name their children because they name them those names with the expectation and the belief that they will grow and live up to those names and start to embody those names. So a lot of names in different cultures, in the original cultures, have meaning to them. and you name your children based on that. So you're not naming your children after trees and rocks and things of that nature. You're naming your children names that have meaning to them. A lot of us know this, but we are ashamed. We have been so westernized and incorporated into this culture over here in the States that we have actually become ashamed of our connection with who we really are. So we are, don't call me that. Man, no, that's not my history, man. Man, nobody want to hear that, man. My last name is man, I'm John Moosehead, man. That's my name. I've been a Moosehead since forever, man. My grandmama, Moosehead. That's your last name. You Johnny Moosehead. And even all the way down to our nicknames, we got to be real careful with that, because just like you can take a good name and apply it to an individual and make that be their characteristic, you can do the same thing with a nickname, with the wrong kind of nickname. So seeing it in the hood all the time, what's up, man? What's up, little killer? Yeah, that's a little killer over there, man. Yeah. And everybody's calling him that. What up, killer? What up, killer? What up, nutso? What up, little freaky? Those are the names that we toss around all the time. And sooner or later, people start to live up to that type of stuff. So you calling this man nutso, saying he off. Calling this man killer. Calling this girl little freaky. Nah, man. We gotta evolve out of that, and we have to ramp up our intelligence to where we understand that it's not just a name, that it's not just an insignificant little thing that we just call each other, And I know y'all might be saying, well, man, you just taking this a little bit too far, man. And nah, because it carries over into so many different categories. We have glorified everything and everyone but ourselves. So all the way down to things that we purchase, we put more value if it got Gucci attached to it. Oh, this is the end all be all. If it's Ralph Lauren and Polo or whatever, oh man, it's Louis Vuitton. Oh, this is it. Oh man, these things have become a part of our just very everyday life and existence, to where the value of everyone else's name is elevated and our real names have no value. And we don't know our real names. A lot of us can't go back to the actual root of who we are, but even when we hear names that could be connected to us, we reject them. So we got to get out of that, man. We got to get that understanding that we got to start to grow into who we are. That's why knowledge of self is so important. That's why learning the knowledge of who you are is so important, because once you know who you are, and once you know where you come from, then that low self-esteem is destroyed. And the lie is destroyed, because nobody can tell you what you are not. Because now you can defend that and be like, no, you got the wrong person. You got the wrong one trying to explain to me that I'm that, when I know for a fact that I'm this. So teach that to yourself, teach that to your children, and let's ramp up our understanding of who we are and not be so dismissive of that. And let's take pride in our names, and let's take pride in who we are. All right, man, it's your big brother K-Rino. I'll catch y'all later on with another one. Peace.